2100 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Ali Ahmed. First, the headlines. Prime Minister launching SR's Kafalat program in District Mohmand today said the government is working to provide relief to the downtrodden segments of the society. President and Prime Minister say entire nation acknowledges the sacrifices armed forces in stamping out terrorism from the country. The National Assembly today unanimously passed a resolution condemning the attacks of Hindu extremists on peaceful protesters in India, especially New Delhi, against controversial Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. Special Assistant on Information and Broadcasting says women journalists have played a key role in transforming challenges into opportunities. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in the fresh act of state terrorism martyred 2 more Kashmiri youth in Shipanya district today. In Afghanistan, 2 rival leaders, Ashraf Ghani and Abdullah Abdullah, took parallel oaths to the office of president today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the government is working to provide relief to the downtrodden segments of the society on the pattern of Riyasat-e-Medina. Addressing a big public gathering after inaugurating SR's Kafalat program at Kalani in District Mohmand this afternoon, he said the government is making its best efforts to decrease prices of gas and electricity. Imran Khan said provision of jobs to the tribal youth and development of tribal areas is the topmost priority of the government. He said olive gardens will be established in Mohmand district to get best quality olive oil, while clean drinking water will be provided to the tribesmen from Mohmand Dam. Turning to occupied Kashmir, the Prime Minister strongly condemned the siege of 8 million Kashmiris by the Indian forces for the last 7 months. He hopes that Kashmiri people will get their right to self-determination soon. Regarding Afghanistan, Imran Khan prayed for the success of US-Afghan-Taliban agreement and restoration of peace in Afghanistan, as it affects tribal people as well. The Prime Minister said all the elements involved in plundering the national wealth will be brought to justice at all costs. He pledged to make Pakistan a developed and prosperous country. President Dr. Arif Alvi and Prime Minister Imran Khan have applauded the successful operation of the security forces against terrorists in Tank in Dera Ismail Khan. In a statement, the president said the security forces have stamped out terrorism by rendering immense sacrifices. The Prime Minister, in his statement, also hailed the courage and bravery of Colonel Mujibur Rahman, who embraced martyrdom during the operation to foil the sordid designs of the terrorists. The National Assembly today unanimously passed a resolution condemning the attacks of Hindu extremists on peaceful protesters in India, especially New Delhi, against the controversial Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. The resolution, moved by Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Ali Muhammad Khan, condemned the communal violence against Muslims. It urged the government of Pakistan to raise this matter in the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and UN Security Council, compelling India to ensure the security of Muslims. And responding to a calling attention notice regarding deletion of the oath of finality of the prophethood of Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, Minister for Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony, Dr. Nurul Haq Qadri, made it clear in the House that affidavit in this regard is very much present in the original Hajj form. Clarifying the ambiguity, Dr. Nurul Haq Qadri said that the Saudi Hajj Ministry had introduced electronic Hajj system from the previous year, which required online transmission of pilgrims' data. He said the banks and the ministry jointly designed the computerized form to avoid long procedures of filling it. Responding to a calling attention notice regarding the deletion of oath of the finality of prophethood of Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, Minister for Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony, Dr. Nurul Haq Qadri, made it clear in the House that affidavit in this regard is very much present in the original Hajj form. The House today passed 4 bills. These include the Legal Aid and Justice Authority Bill 2020, the National Counter-Terrorism Authority Amendment Bill 2020, the Tax Laws Second Amendment Bill 2020, and the Geographical Indications Registration and Protection Bill 2020. The House will now meet again tomorrow at 4 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan, says women journalists have played a key role in transforming challenges into opportunities. Addressing a training workshop for women journalists in Islamabad today, she said an enabling environment is mandatory to highlight the potential of women journalists. She said the dream of free and responsible media cannot be achieved unless women play the vanguard role. Pakistan has expressed deep sorrow over the sad demise of former UN Secretary General Javier Perez de Cuellar in a statement today. The Foreign Office spokesperson said that she was one of the leading statesmen of his era who served his country and the international community with distinction and honor. She said his life and services remain an inspiration in efforts to resolve long-standing international disputes through peaceful means. Governor Punjab Chaudhry Mohammad Sarwar says extension of GSP Plus status of the country by the European Union is big achievement and augurs well for the national economy. Talking to member Provincial Assembly Abdul Aleem Khan in Lahore today, he said Pakistan is getting stronger with every passing day under the leadership of Prime Minister Imran Khan. Advisor to the Prime Minister on Health, Dr. Zafar Mirza, has said his ministry is taking measures to materialize Prime Minister Imran Khan's vision for the change. Addressing a meeting in Islamabad today, he said that the provision of health facilities is top priority of Prime Minister Imran Khan. Prime Minister Azad Jammu and Kashmir Raja Farooq Haider Khan has said that the Modi's extremist and racist policies are a security threat to South Asia. Addressing the oath-taking ceremony of District Bar Kotli in Kotli today, he said resolution of the long-standing Kashmir issue through peaceful means is inevitable for lasting peace in the region. The AJK Prime Minister appealed to the international community to stop India from changing demography of the occupied Kashmir. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism have martyred 2 more Kashmiri youths during a violent siege and search operation in Shipanya district today. As the news about the killing of the youth spread in the area, people defied restrictions and came out of their houses to protest against the Indian brutalities. They raised pro-freedom and anti-Indian slogans. Several people were injured when the troops fired bullets, pellets, and tear gas shells on the protesters. The troops also arrested 3 youths during house raids in Avantipura area of Pulwama district. On the other hand, the launch of a so-called new political party, Jammu and Kashmir Apni Party, by a puppet of Hindu extremist organizations in India, Altaf Bukhari, has been described as an offshoot of Bharatiya Janata Party by even pro-Indian leaders and political parties in occupied Kashmir. In Afghanistan, 2 rival leaders, President Ashraf Ghani and Abdullah Abdullah, took parallel oaths to the office of president today. President Ashraf Ghani was sworn in for a second term today. However, his rival in the disputed election, Abdullah Abdullah, held his own ceremony at a similar time. Both the leaders claimed that they are rightful leaders of the country following a disputed election in September last year. The standoff threatens political chaos just days after the United States and the Taliban signed a deal on the withdrawal of US-led international forces. And finally, the weather. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, rain, wind, thunderstorm is expected in North Balochistan and Lower Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And to end the news, once again, the headlines. Prime Minister Imran Khan launching Ehsaas Kafalat program in District Mohmand today said the government is working to provide relief to the downtrodden segments of the society. President and Prime Minister say entire nation acknowledges the sacrifices of armed forces in stamping out terrorism from the country. The National Assembly today unanimously passed a resolution condemning the attacks of Hindu extremists on peaceful protesters in India, especially New Delhi, against controversial Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. Special Assistant on Information and Broadcasting says women journalists have played a key role in transforming challenges into opportunities. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk. And for the live video streaming of our bulletins, visit the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.